Before you start crocheting something for Mother's Day, stop. There are a few things that will make your gift go from she loves it to she's being polite. I've seen it, I've done it. Now let's make sure that you don't. I'm breaking down 4 do's and 4 don'ts, so stick around because the don'ts might just save you. Don't number 1. Don't pick a project based on something that you want to make. This is where it is super easy to get hung up, okay? It's very easy to think, she'll love it because it's handmade by me, which means extra love. Oh, this is the perfect opportunity for me to dive into my yarn stash. Sweet, I'm gonna make something and save some money. But this is where we sink the ship, and I mean, we biff it hard. Making selfish decisions for somebody else's gift takes them out of it completely, and they feel it. Mom's taste doesn't always align with what you have readily available in your yarn stash, and it's important for your gift to hit that we don't force it to. Now here's an example. You make Mom a crochet bag that you saw a pattern for and fell in love with, but you made it in a color that she would never buy and she would never use. Miss. Do number 1, make something functional over impressive. Think of things that she would actually use, like if she's a coffee drinker, make her a crochet coffee mug. If she likes relaxation, crochet spa set. Reader, crochet bookmark. I have more examples saved for you over in my blog on my website if you would like even more ideas. I'll also include a couple links to pattern suggestions, but honestly, let those ideas just start the process, and then I would like you to dive deeper into something you think Mom would actually like. What's really cool is every time that Mom uses this thing, she's gonna think of you. Don't number 2, don't start a large project this close to the holiday. Blankets just so happen to be the first project that crocheters think of to make, but cross that idea out right now, because unless you already started this project and are at least a quarter of the way into it, just don't even begin. I think by default, we crocheters underestimate how much time it takes us to make projects, but here's what's gonna happen. A, you're gonna choose a yarn that's gonna fit the project to make it faster, not based on something Mom would like, and then again, that applies to don't number 1. B, you'll be stressed out spending hours trying to finish the project before Mother's Day, and or even C, you're gonna end up with extreme guilt and disappointment because you don't finish it in time for Mother's Day, and it's days past Mother's Day, Mom doesn't have it, which ultimately defeats the point of it being called a gift. So if you haven't started blanket yet, just don't. Save that idea for another special occasion or maybe even next year. Do number 2, do personalize with her colors. After you come up with a project idea, use colors that connect with her. For example, if you want to make her some home decor, like maybe a pillow or a wall hang, use colors that you see are currently in her living space, like her current vibe there. If you want to create like a quick hexie cardigan for her, use colors she loves to wear, like what color is most showing up in her closet. Or if you want to make like a bookmark, use colors that you know she gravitates towards, like bohos, brights, neutrals, earth tones, black and white, muted pastels, stuff like that. You can ask a family member, you can just kind of go through her wardrobe. You know, these kind of things, these details, they elevate your project. You don't need harder, more complex, you just need it to fit her style, you know, connect with her. Don't number 3, don't use scratchy or low quality yarn. Again, this is where only choosing yarn you have in your current stash is gonna fail you. Mom may not know how much that yarn costs, but she will know if the yarn elevated the project or not. She's gonna know if you chose a yarn that wasn't soft and comfortable for that wearable. She's gonna know if you chose a yarn that was not right for the project type, and now the project is ruined. This isn't going to make Mom feel special. In fact, it might actually hurt her feelings. So just because you made it, it doesn't mean that she has to love it or by default appreciate the gift. So for someone to love something, it has to have something about it that connects to them. Whether that's a color, it's something that they would actually use, or maybe something that connects to another something that they're very passionate about. So I'd like to share a personal story with you. A long time ago, I made my brother-in-law a crochet blanket for Christmas. I knew he was a huge Eagles fan in the NFL, so I searched everywhere for yarn that looked as close to the team colors as possible. At the time, I was still a newer crocheter, and I ended up making this like behemoth of a blanket. Beginners, have you ever done this? Can you relate to this? Well, his first impression of the project was a polite thanks, but I could tell he didn't care or connect with it at all. So I mentioned, yeah, I looked everywhere to find the Eagles colors so I could get it just right. his face completely changed. It went from polite thanks to, oh my gosh, this is so cool. See, that's what I mean about the power of connecting to someone and being very mindful of the yarn that you use. Do number 3, do pick a quick win project that looks advanced. This is some secret sauce right here. So it's the best feeling when you can make something for mom, something that looks complicated and impressive, but in all actuality, it was actually really easy to make. Even better when it doesn't take you that long to make also. I have some project examples on my channel that are both super easy, but look complicated. For example, I got my easy crochet hexagon wrap that I just released. I have my bloom shawl, my sunflower bookmark, my blossom pillow cover, the ultimate granny square bookmark, and some other projects that you may think mom might connect with that I didn't list here. Don't number 4, don't skip the finishing. Make sure that you weave in all of your ends. Make sure to block your project unless it's a project that doesn't block like a basket or something. This is gonna help define the stitches and square it off. Presentation is half the gift. They're gonna see it before they feel it, before they use it. So wow their eyes first. Finishing also means how you give the gift to them. A beautiful project in a gift bag, it hits very differently than just handing them something that you just finished off the crochet hook. So seriously, this is a really big deal. And to emphasize how big of a deal this really is, do number 4, do package it beautifully. So add the tissue paper, add the simple tag, a ribbon. This is $3 from the dollar store. You don't have to break the bank here. Right? The packaging is part of the gift, so don't skip it. So what if you just have no idea what to make for mom for Mother's Day, but you do know that you want to crochet her something? You may have noticed commercials on TV or even sales at your local store offering deals for Mother's Day. What are they selling? What are they advertising? It's usually flowers or chocolates, jewelry, pampering kits and stuff like that. But we can absolutely use these to our advantage. So if you have no idea what to make mom that she would love, pick one of these options. So crochet her favorite flower or a bouquet of flowers. You could crochet her earrings. You could put together a crochet spa set or simply crochet her a basket and put things in it. But here's the kicker. The sweet spot to making this gift really hit it out of the park. Buy a few extra things, some little things to complete the gift. They do not have to be expensive. In fact, you could probably find everything at your local Dollar Tree. But if you really want this gift to be special, think about what you could add to your crochet gifts to make it leveled up, such as a pretty vase to put your crochet flowers in, or an earring box that you can put your crochet earrings in, or add a candle, maybe some bath salts in with your crochet spa set. When it comes to the basket, maybe think what your mom could use the basket for, write that on a note and place that with the basket, or just fill the basket full of things that remind you of her. She's gonna love that. When it comes to crocheting a gift for Mother's Day that she will actually want, it really has nothing to do with complexity. It's about the thoughtfulness and the finishing. If you need more ideas, I have lots of ideas over on my blog on my website where I'll list lots of inspirations for you, links to examples, and finishing ideas that will make your gift that much more special and memorable. Before you go, what are you planning to crochet for the mom in your life this year? Comment below.